Back here at Red Wilson Field, we're into the bottom of the first inning, no score. Matthew Shorey, the left-hander out of Vanderbilt, making the start tonight for the Bourne Braves. He goes off against Jomar Carreras to get things going. The first pitch is hit in the air to right field, and that drops down for a base hit. So it's a first pitch single for Jomar Carreras, and that's exactly how the Red Sox wanted to get this game going. This is the fourth start of the summer for Matthew Shorey, the southpaw, his second time facing the YD Red Sox. The last time he did back on July 5th, it was his best outing of the summer, went 5 innings and gave up just 1 hit, no runs. Armando Briseño at the plate, the first pitch. A fastball misses upstairs. Last time out for Shorey was 10 days ago on Saturday, July 12th. He went 4 innings, gave up 7 hits and 3 runs against the Katuitt Kettleers. His strikeout stuff was there with 7 Ks in the 4 innings. That gave up more hits than his prior outings. The 1-0 to Briseño, misses low. That's 2-0. Shorey goes fastball, slider, changeup, and sinker. His 4-seam fastball and sinker both at around 90 miles an hour, slider and changeup in the low 80s. Briseño hitting .333 this summer in 6 games. A throw over to first, back in time is Carreras. He's got 2 stolen bases this summer on 4 attempts. Had one last night in the loss to Wareham. Briseño went 0 for 4 last night with a strikeout. The 2-0 pitch swung on and hit hard down the line in left field, but foul. And so it's 2-1. Briseño's had a really good start to his summer. He's already got 2 extra base hits in 6 games, both of them doubles. He's got 3 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. He hasn't walked yet, has struck out 6 times, so look to see if he can get more discipline at the plate. Shorey comes set, looks over to first, and fires. It's swung on and hit straight up into the air, back and behind where we are into the parking lot. The count 2-2. Carreras out of Rutgers, a native of North Brunswick, New Jersey. Ended up staying close to home and playing collegiately in New Brunswick. A throw over to first, back in time with a head-first dive as Carreras. Briseño stands in the right-handed batter's box. He swings his bat back and forth. Shorey looks to the speedy leadoff hitter at first and back home. Pitch clock going down to 2. He throws over to first, and there's no tag applied. Briseño out of Cal State Long Beach. He's a native of California. Went to Etiwanda High School. That's one of the top athletic schools out in California. They've got a girls basketball program that's usually top 5 in the country and produce a bunch of other athletes as well. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off down the third base line. It's no surprise to see a star from Cali playing for the YD Red Sox. Scott Pickler, the longtime manager, is a California native and coaches during the season out in California. Very similar to the Orleans Firebirds with Kelly Nicholson. Shorey comes set. Here's the kick and the pitch. It misses upstairs on a fastball. And the count full, it's 3-2. Briseño went 0 for 4 last night. He's worked a full count here to start his night with the count 3-2 and no outs. Another pickoff attempt by Shorey. Bourne got a runner on in the top of the first inning, but stranded him at third. YD looking for better success on offense. Shorey, the set, and another throw over, and back once again is Carreras. They're paying a bunch of attention to the runner at first. Again, he stole a base yesterday, but just 2 for 4 this season. There's already been 5 pickoff attempts in this at-bat. 3-2 pitch now on its way. Runner going. It swung on and missed. Throw into second is in time. A strike him out, throw him out, double play, and there's 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning.
That's why you give a lot of attention to the runner. Bourne does a great job at not only getting the K, but what a throw from Gavin Kelly. Out comes with it. Just a perfect double play from this Bourne team, much needed.
Kelly now 2 for 7 throwing runners out this summer. And Correas now 2 for 5 on stolen base attempts. They're looking down the third base line, and it appears as if third base umpire Jake Brichta is talking into the Whitey dugout after that call. Home plate umpire Curtis Duggar looking up, and he now makes his way behind home plate and ready to get things going. Scott Pickler, the Whitey manager, was out asking a few questions about that call. He makes his way back into the dugout. No one on, 2 outs. The first pitch to Chris Hakopian. Misses low and inside on a four-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Hakopian leads YD in runs batted in with 14 of them in 26 games. He had 2 last night as the pitch is in for a strike. Change up right down the middle. Hakopian has walked 11 times this summer and struck out just 5. He swings and hits a chopper towards third. Drew Wires fields it and fires across the diamond to first. It's in time for out number 3, and YD goes down, bringing the minimum to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. 1 hit, no one left on, no errors, no runs, and we go into the second with no score. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network on Cape League TV. We'll be back in a moment.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Drew Wires leads off for the Bourne Braves here in the top of the second inning. Clay Hendry back out onto the mound for the YD Red Sox, the right-hander. Wires, the right-handed hitter, stands in the box. The first pitch on its way, and it misses low and outside. Wires, the third baseman today, had the out defensively to end the bottom of the first inning. Just joined the team earlier in the week. He's 4 for 9 on the season with a double. The pitch is swung on and hit high in the air, hard into left field. Nestler moves back, and in front of the wall, he makes the catch for the first out. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the second inning. You always have to be just a bit extra on the edge of your seat here at Red Wilson Field with how short the fences are. That ball looks like it maybe had a chance for Wires and ended up dropping just about 10 feet shy of the fence. Now it's Camden Kozel to the plate. This guy is quite familiar with this field in his second season in the league. Here's the pitch. Kozel shows bunt and pulls it back. The pitch missed outside. Bourne's second baseman showing that bunt because of the big shift on by the YD defense. They're all the way to the right. Shortstop Briseño playing behind the bag. The third baseman Hakopian in the grass in the normal shortstop spot. Kozel puts another bunt down on the 1-0 pitch, and this time sends it back to the catcher Capizzi. So the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Braves got a runner to third base in the top of the first before stranding him there. Would love to score first for the third straight game. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Kojal swings and fouls it straight back to the netting, and it's 1-2. First baseman Dean Carpentier playing close to the line, and the second baseman Jomar Carreras is playing all the way back in the grass. The right fielder Garrett Wright, though, is playing pretty far in, so not much of a gap on the right side of the field. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Hendry took a lot off on the slider, low and inside part of the zone, and it's the second strikeout of the day for the right-hander out of North Florida. And now it's Cal Sefcik, the number 7 hitter and right fielder, who makes his way up to the dish. It's been a really good summer so far for Sefcik while he's been here. He played in the second game of the season, picked up a small injury, went home, rehabbed, and now has made his way back to the Cape. Here's the first pitch. It's in for a strike on a fastball up and inside. Since he's returned, Sefcik has been really good for the Braves. He had another 2-hit game last night, also picked up an RBI and scored a run. Hendry winds and deals the 0-1. Sefcik swings and hits it back up the middle. High hop into the second baseman, Burris' glove. He fires to first, and it's in time for out number 3. Bourne goes down 1-2-3 in the top of the second. We go into the bottom of the second inning. It's 4-5-6 to the plate for the Red Sox. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network on Cape League TV.
Through the bumps of dime in your prime, then you.
There's been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed, or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
Will Gasparino leads off for the Whitey Red Sox here in the bottom of the second inning. Matthew Shorey back out onto the mound for the Bourne Braves. The southpaw comes into the wind. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball up and inside, and the count 0-1. Kevin Kelly seems to have a bit of an issue with either his pitch comm or something on his wrist, so he runs quickly to the Bourne dugout, and it does look like his pitch comm, so they put a new one, and he heads back out behind the dish.
Just needed a new signal sheet for his wrist. Bourne has a nice way to call plays, and that's his tool to know which play's coming.
Well, Gasparino, the designated hitter tonight for the Whitey Red Sox. He's hitting 200 on the summer. Has had some time off recently, came in as a pinch hitter last night. The 0-1, swung on, hit hard towards short into the glove of Riker Waite. He fires across the diamond to first, and it's in time for out number 1. So 3 retired in a row after the leadoff single to get the game going for the Whitey Red Sox, and now it's the catcher Connor Capizzi who makes his way to the dish. He, like Will Gasparino, pinch hit last night, grounds it out. He's hitting 188 on the summer in 8 games. Capizzi's got a pair of extra base hits, 4 RBIs. The first pitch bounces into the plate for a ball, and the count 1-0. Capizzi, native of Omaha, Nebraska, plays collegiately in his hometown of Creighton, in his hometown at Creighton. The pitch is swung on and rocketed high in the air towards right center field. Into the gap, Holcomb puts his glove up, and he can't get there. The right fielder, Cal Sefcik, moves over, and he picks it up, fires in, but into second base, standing up with a double, is Connor Capizzi. It's the first extra base hit of the night, and for the first time today, the Whitey Red Sox have a runner in scoring position here with one out, and the center fielder, Braden Dowd, making his way to the plate.
Tough play for Holcomb there in center field. He hasn't had a lot of experience as the Chief in the outfield this season. Coming back today, not playing there since one of the first couple of games of the year, so he's got to make a little bit of adjustment on how he's going to field balls.
This is just the 5th game of the season in center for Holcomb. We've also seen him in right, at first, at third. First pitch to Braden Dowd. This is outside on a slider. Dowd's hitting .200 this summer. He's got 3 extra base hits, a double, a triple, and a home run. He's been one of the more relied upon players all season. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Back to the slider, the outside part of the zone. That's 1-1. Dowd comes from the University of Southern California. Another one of those Cali guys on this Red Sox team. Native of Michigan, though. In the left-handed box, he's the 1-1 and hits it hard to the right side. Off the chest of Kozel, he spins, fires to first, and it's not in time. The ground ball eats up Cam Kozel at second base. He was able to keep it close to him, but couldn't get the throw off the first in time to beat out the speedy center fielder, Braden Dowd. And it's now runners on the corners for the Whitey Red Sox with one out for Garrett Wright. Defense has been an issue for Bourne recently. They gave up a bunch of unearned runs last night, and already a flub there, and they do call it an E4 against Kozel. Garrett Wright has 4 RBIs this summer. He stands in the back of the box and sees the first pitch, hits it hard, foul down the third base line. Wright's hitting just 186. He does have 2 doubles, though. Had one of his 4 RBIs on the season last night. A 1-for-3 performance. Shorey in trouble for the first time today with runners on the corners. Looks to the man at first and now home. Throw over to first and Dowd back in standing up. Braden Dowd 6 for 7 on the summer on stolen base attempts. That's the most of any Red Sox in the starting lineup today, and the second most this season for YD. Shorey looks off to first, now kicks and deals, and it's fouled off again down the third base line. The count now 0-2 to Garrett Wright. No score in the bottom of the second inning, but the YD Red Sox threatening. They've got a runner in scoring position for the first time today. It's the first time in this game that either team has 2 runners on base at the same time. It's Connor Capizzi on third, Braden Dowd on first here with 1 out, and another throw over to first. Back in time is Dowd. The Red Sox never led in their loss last night. Gave up a run in the first inning and stayed behind the entire game, never even tied it up. Another throw over to first, and back in standing up once again is Braden Dowd. Matthew Shorey really paying attention to these runners on. In the last inning, he threw over 5 times to the runner on first base, Jomar Carreras, but he was then caught stealing second. Shorey looks home. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and misses upstairs on a fastball. The last time these teams played here, it was a 4-4 tie. That was all the way back at the beginning of the summer, just the 3rd game of the season, back on June 16th. The 1-2 pitch misses upstairs, another fastball. Whitey took the first lead in that game in the top of the 4th inning. Bourne then came back and scored 3 in the top of the 5th. I should have said Whitey scored at the bottom of the 4th. And Bourne scored 3 in the top of the 5th and 1 in the top of the 7th. The 2-2 pitch is hit foul again down the third base line. The Red Sox then scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning to tie the game at 4. And they got a pair of runners in scoring position in the bottom of the 8th inning, but couldn't get out of it. Derek Smith did a good job getting back-to-back strikeouts and forcing a ground out to end that game and ended in a 4-4 tie. It's still the only tie of the season for the Braves. Runners on the corners, 1 out. The 2-2 pitch to Garrett Wright. We'll have to wait as another throw over. Back in time once again is Dowd. There's been 4 pickoff attempts in this at-bat and just 5 pitches. Shorey gets the sign and comes set. A long look in. Now he peeks to first. Here's the 2-2 and misses upstairs on another fastball. So after going ahead 0-2 to start the count, it's 2 balls, a foul ball, and another ball to move the count full, 3-2 with 1 out. Connor Capizzi still on third. Braden Dowd still on first. Garrett Wright looking to give his team the lead. The 3-2 is hit in the air to third. It's dropped by Drew Wires. He picks it up and goes to second for the out. And that's all that Bourne gets. And so it's a 5-4 put out as Camden Kozel, the second baseman, covered the bag. It could have been a double play if Wires caught it, as Capizzi at third was on his way home, but with the ball dropped, it's just the 1 out, and it's a 5-4 fielder's choice. So Wright stands on first. Capizzi's still on third, and now Dean Carpentier comes to the plate. The first baseman's hitting .260 this summer, and he's brought it home 8 runs. He stands in the right-handed batter's box. Shorey kicks and fires the first pitch, and it's hit back up the middle, rolling through, and it's into the outfield. Capizzi scores from third, and the Red Sox lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Small ball's been working well for him, just manufacture runs. You thought after that second out, Bourne had a great opportunity to strand these runners in scoring position, but YD is such a tough team to break, and they get that first lead, and it's a really important one that could decide this game.
Carpentier gets his 9th RBI of the season, and now it's the number 9 hitter, A.J. Nessler, to the plate. He's hitting just .158 this season in only 7 games. Did go 1 for 2 last night. Still searching for his first RBI. He's got a fast man on second in Garrett Wright. Here's the first pitch from Shorey. It's in for a strike on the outside part of the plate. A well-placed slider, and the count 0-1. The Red Sox entered today's game with the least runs per game in the league at 4.14, but have the lead first here in the bottom of the 2nd. The 0-1 from Shorey. That misses outside and low. Another slider, that time just a little bit further away from his first pitch, so it evens the count at 1. Bourne's infield shifted a bit to the right. Torres at first playing close to the line. The 1-1 on its way, and it misses outside on another slider. It's 2-1. This is the first game of the season for Bourne's first baseman, Jason Torres. He was the starting third baseman all year for the University of Alabama, played just 1 game at first there this past season. So we'll see how he does today. 2-1, runs inside, it hits the batter. Fastball just gets away from Matt Shorey and hits A.J. Nessler on the hand. And that loads the bases for the top of the order. The Red Sox want to get some more in here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here's Jomar Carreras. He is 1 for 1 today, singled into right field to get the game going offensively for YD in the bottom of the 1st inning. He's got 8 RBIs this summer, and the base is loaded. Garrett Wright on third, Dean Carpentier on second, A.J. Nessler on first. Shorey gets his sign and comes set from the stretch. Here's the first pitch. It's in for a strike. So Shorey ahead, the count 0-1. Whitey Red Sox are .353 this summer with the bases loaded, 6 for 17 with 2 doubles. The 0-1 from Shorey. Swung on and fouled straight back over the netting into the parking lot behind us. It's out of play in the count 0-2. Shorey can get out of this here with just 1 run across. Bases are juiced. The Red Sox lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd, but Matt Shorey has an 0-2 count and 2 outs. Here's the kick and the pitch. It swung on and hit high in the air down the right field line, and It drops just foul. And so the runners will have to head back to where they initially were, and a long run for some of them. The man who was at first base, A.J. Nessler, was almost all the way towards third. So he trots all the way back towards the right side of the infield, and Jomar Carreras settles back into the right-handed box. Carreras is 2 for 4 with the bases juiced. Then he hits that pitch on the ground to short, Riker Waite Fields, and goes the short way to the bag, and it's grabbed by Cam Kojal in time for the third out. So YD loads the bases and gets a run to score. They take the early lead on a pair of hits, one error, and the bases left loaded. Before we go to break and send things to the third, we'd like to thank a few of our sponsors. Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is Bourne's premier senior living community. Conveniently located adjacent to the Cape Cod Canal. Visit us at KeystonePlace at BuzzardsBay.com. Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at MartyChevrolet.com. And go Braves. We'll be back in a moment for the third inning. The Braves looking to get on the board. It's 8-9-1, due up.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitation.
Offering 0% for 60 months on Cat's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
We're into the third inning here at Red Wilson Field. The YD Red Sox have taken the lead 1-0. Clay Hendry back out onto the mound for his third inning of work. He's been really solid so far here in his first start of the summer. Put Bourne down 1-2-3 back in the second. Jason Torres, the third baseman, leads off the third. He's making his Bourne debut. This is his first at-bat of the summer. The first pitch on its way, and Torres watches it in for a strike. The first baseman, a native of Florida. He spent his first two collegiate seasons at the University of Miami before transferring to Alabama. He was the everyday third baseman for the Crimson Tide this past season. Hit .255 and had an OPS at .836 from the wind. Here's the 0-1. Torres watches it in. That time it misses outside on the off speed, and it's 1-1.
Just a huge pickup to get Torres for the Bourne Braves. Around this time of the year, you lose a lot of guys, and to insert somebody like him who could be here for the rest of the year, who's an all-SEC type player, it's great.
1-1, fastball, misses low and outside.
Or an everyday SEC player is what I meant to say. He's just a great addition to this Bourne team, much needed.
Torres had 17 extra base hits with the Crimson Tide this past year, 5 doubles, a triple, and 11 home runs. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, fastball just right past Torres. Strikeouts were his one issue this past year, 83 of them in 59 games. Although strikeouts weren't an issue the last time that Torres played summer ball, he had just 21 in 31 games, the Harrisonburg Turks in the Valley League. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off down the third base line. The time in Harrisonburg is Torres' only summer ball experience. It came back in 2023 while he was still with Miami. Didn't play at all last summer after getting injured, but very excited to be out here on the Cape for the first time. Our sideline reporter, Ariel Tamir-Pinsky, spoke to him before the game, so go check that interview out. 2-2 pitch is swung on and bounced to third. Hakopian moves over, throws across to first, and it's in time for the first out. 6 retired in a row for Clay Hendry after he gave up the single to John LeGrande. Now it's the number 9 hitter and the catcher, Gavin Kelly.
Sometimes this is the flaw of the Bourne offense is once they go quiet, they just go a little bit too quiet. You would love to see just production start right now. You don't want this to be a groove for Clay Hendry where he can just work this Bourne offense out and go a long distance.
A line in the first pitch. Kelly watches it outside. He came in as a pinch hitter in the 9th inning yesterday in a bit of an interesting spot. The count was 2-2. Mark Watrani got hit on the hand and came out of the game, so Kelly came in mid at bat. The 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground towards the left side. Hakopian moves, spins, throws to first. What a play! Chris Hakopian, the YD third baseman, with a spinorama on the left side of the infield. That ball took him all the way in front of the shortstop, Armando Briseño. But Hakopian gets it done. The 5-3 ground out, second in a row to start the top of the third. And now it's the top of the order back to the plate. And Riker Waite, he flew out to left field in his first at-bat. The switch hitter from the left side. Here's the first pitch. It misses low and hits off the foot of Waite. And so the Braves have their second runner on today. Riker Waite gets hit by the pitch. It's the second batter that Hendry has hit this summer. And now it's John LeGrande, the only other Brave to reach base earlier. He had a single and got all the way to third after stealing second and advancing on a wild pitch. He's been one of Bourne's best players throughout the year, hitting over 300. He leads the Braves in RBIs with 16 of them, leads Bourne in doubles with 7, and stolen bases with 15, and looking to get on here with 2 outs and a fast man on first in Riker Waite. Here's the first pitch. LeGrande takes a swing and a miss on an off-speed below the knees, and the count 0-1. The Red Sox in a big shift against the left-handed hitter. Hakopian, the third baseman, playing on the grass and towards the normal shortstop spot. Briseño playing behind second base. And the normal second baseman, Carreras, playing all the way to the right and in the outfield. Throw over to first, Waite back in with the head-first dive. And a good idea to keep Bourne's shortstop close to the bag. He is second on the team in stolen bases, 11 for 12 on the summer. He got caught for the first time last night. 0-1, 2 outs. Here's the kick and the pitch. Runner going. The pitch misses outside. Throw into second is in time for the out. A pitch out from Clay Hendry and a great throw into second from Capizzi. And Bourne goes down with the minimum coming to the plate as Riker Waite is caught stealing. No hits, no errors, no runs. No one left on base. And we're into the bottom of the third inning. 2-3-4 up due for the Red Sox when we come back. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network on Cape League TV.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a Velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
Armando Briseño leads off for the Whitey Red Sox in the bottom of the third inning. The first pitch from Matt Shorey is swung on and missed. And was below the knees. A nice slider to get things going here in the bottom of the third. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. Scored that run in the last inning. It was the catcher, Connor Capizzi, who came in on a Dean Carpentier RBI single. Pitch misses low and inside from Shorey. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Briseño, the number 2 hitter, he struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That's still the lone strikeout for Matt Shorey. He winds and deals, and it's fouled off down the third base line into the Red Sox dugout. The count 1-2. Shorey was great with the strikeout in his last outing, had 7 Ks in just 4 innings against Gotkin. From the wind, here's the 1-2. That misses upstairs and bounces out of the catcher Gavin Kelly's glove. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Briseño has struck out 7 times this summer in now 7 games. That's been really his one downside to the game. Other than that, he's been very good. The 2-2 pitch. This is up and outside, and it's 3-2. This has been a bit of an issue for Shorey so far. He's got into 2 strikes early in a lot of counts, but then fallen back to a full count. He comes into the wind with the payoff. And it's hit on the ground towards short, fielded by Wade. A really nice play. He throws to first for the out. Great job by Riker Wade. He had to move quickly to his left to bring it in. A bit of a snow cone grab on the edge of his glove, and then the throw to first to retire the fast runner. And a 6-3 ground out gets us going in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now it's Chris Akopian to the plate. He grounds it out to third base, his first time to the plate. He's played in almost every game this summer for the Red Sox and stands in the right-handed box. The first pitch is swung on and hit hard to right field. Cal Sefcik moves over and bends his knees as he makes the catch for out number 2. So after a bit of a long at-bat to get the first man down, it's a 1-pitch at-bat to retire Chris Akopian.
This is a very good start of this inning for Shorey. You need to see that efficiency. Struggled a little bit last inning with his control at the plate. Now he's getting through batters quick, much needed to extend your starter and not look to the bullpen so quick for Bourne.
So now it's a pinch hitter. Will Gasparino, who was the designated hitter's day, is done here in the bottom of the 3rd inning after just 1 at-bat. It's Will Baker, the left-handed hitter out of Georgia Tech, who is coming to the plate. Just 5:09. Here's the 2-1. Fastball misses outside, and it's 3-1. This is Will Baker's 99th plate appearance of the summer, 2nd on the team. Here's the 3-1 pitch. A half swing, fouled off down the first base line, and that runs the count full to 3-2. In last night's game, Will Baker went 0 for 2 before being pinch hit for by Will Gasparino, so they just flip things today. Here's the payoff, and that misses outside for ball 4. So the pinch hitter, Will Baker, comes in and works a walk on the full count and a runner on here for the YD Red Sox with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's the first walk of the day from Matthew Shorey. And Connor Capisi, the catcher, makes his way back up to the dish. He had the lone extra base hit of the game back in the 2nd inning. He then came in to score the game's lone run. Shorey looks over to first at the runner. Baker now comes to the plate with the first pitch and misses on the outside of the zone on a changeup. It's 1-0. Baker 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts this summer. We'll see how aggressive Shorey is with the pickoff attempts. He's been very quick to throw over to first so far today. He looks over to first and does throw over. Back in time, standing up is Will Baker. Bourne defensively playing pretty straight up against Capizzi. His double went into center field back in the 2nd. It was a very close play, but Braden Holcomb just missed it. The 1-0 swung on, hit in the air again to center field. This time a much easier play for Holcomb. He moves a few feet to his left and makes the catch for out number 3. So 4 come to the plate for the YD Red Sox in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And they strand a runner on first on no hits, no errors, and no runs. We're done with 3. The score 1-0 Red Sox in the lead. And before we go to break, we'll send things to the 3rd member of our crew, our sideline reporter, Ariel Tamir-Pinsky.
Well, Adam, at this point in the season, there's a lot of turnover with the Cape rosters. We have a bunch of new faces on this team, and one of those is the Braves' first baseman tonight, Jason Torres. Yesterday was Torres' first game where he did not play, but he was the loudest guy in the dugout cheering on his teammates. When I talked to him pregame today, he said he was just excited to be here. He told the coaches he's going to bring the energy and start to get to know the guys. He told me he received advice from friends that the Cape is a great place with the best competition and to learn from new players and coaches, and he wants to just have that to take back to Alabama.
Thanks so much, Ariel. We're quickly done with 3 innings. We're into the 4th from Red Wilson Field. When we return, Devon Jarvis will take over the play-by-play. The Red Sox lead the Braves 1-0.
At the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
So you're going to only... Back here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV into the middle innings. It's a 1-0 ball game in favor of the YD Red Sox as the Bourne Braves continue at the top of their order. It's the number 2 batter, John Legrande. First pitch, he squares to bunt down the third base line. This one tailing foul. It's watched and just barely stays foul. That one was watched all the way by third baseman Chris Hakopian. John Legrande will have to try his efforts again. It's been a great defensive game for Hakopian so far today. 2 web gems just an inning ago. Got the first 2 outs of Jason Torres and Gavin Kelly. Legrande is the only one with a hit so far against Clay Hendry. Say, new pitch. Rather, Hendry continues, swing and a miss on the next one. Legrande comes up with air. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Legrande got that hit back in the first inning where he grounded through the center field grab. He has the shift against him now with the middle of the infield shifted right. The 0-2. Upstairs. Count at 1 balls and 2 strikes. The left-hander, John Legrande, crowns the plate in the left-handed batter's box all the way at the back of it. He waves his bat. The 1-2 comes home. Outside. Hendry has worked exceptionally since the at-bat after Legrande. He retired 8 straight and is continuing to work well here. The 2-2. Outside once again, count runs full after starting with no balls and 2 strikes. Shortstop Armando Briseño is just to the right of the second base bag. And Chris Hakopian is pretty much responsible for the entire left side of the infield. From the line, the 3-2, payoff comes home. Swinging a chopped grounder right side. Coming in is Carpentier. An easy grab hip high as he steps on first for out 1. The Bourne Braves have struggled here against Clay Hendry early in this one. They struggled a little bit last time against the YD Red Sox as YD kept them scoreless for quite a while. It was a 3-0 ball game after the top of the 4th inning. Or after the 4th inning, rather, for YD. Right now, it's just 1-0. That was all the way back in the 3rd game of the season. It's been quite a while since then. First pitch now to Braden Holcomb. Swinging a chopping grounder up the middle. No one's there, and Holcomb's on with a base hit. Dribbles out to center field. Dowd throws into the cutoff man and Carreras. And the Bourne Braves have got a base runner on here. Only their 2nd hit of the day, and it ends the shutdown streak for Hendry.
Holcomb's just been so good in this month of July. He's hitting now well over 300. He's been really just one of the more consistent players for the Braves after a slow start, and it's really not much of a surprise. We saw him last year be a consistent player, so you knew that it was just a bit of a slump at the start of the season. He's been so consistent since.
Cade Lewis squares to bunt. Just nips off his bat and into the glove of Connor Capisi. No balls and 1 strike. It's really impressive to see what Holcomb has done. Kind of turned his season around, was batting in the mid-100s below the Mendoza line, and has completely shifted. Coming into this game, he was batting .253. Creeping in is Hakopi in the third baseman. He's way in on the third base grass. The 0-1, pivot, turn to first, and Holcomb dives in safely after the pickoff attempt from Hendry.
You just got to give all the credit in the world to Holcomb for continuing to battle and fight even as things weren't necessarily going his way. You'll see a lot of guys just go home if they aren't playing their best, but not Holcomb.
Here's the 0-1. It's in the dirt. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out.
It's one of the things that can definitely separate him from other guys as you look towards the draft next year. It is absolutely something that scouts look at, is players who will battle through anything and not just go home when things get tough.
The 1-1. Chopped straight down on home plate into the backstop, and the count runs up to 2 strikes with 1 ball, 1 out, and a man on first in Holcomb. Holcomb toward the top of this team in stolen bags. He has 10 on the season, 3rd on this team. And that stat has been caught once, and it was a while ago when he was caught, so he's been on a good streak. Look at him at first once again. Throw comes over from Hendry to Carpentier. The tag is late as it's placed on the back of Braden Holcomb. Back to the mound, working on the first base side of the rubber is Hendry. He's set at his belt, looks in, and throws to first again. Ball just slips out of the glove of Carpentier. Doesn't roll farther than the first base coaching box, so Holcomb stays put. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Righty on lefty battle between Hendry and the lefty batter in Lewis. Lewis grounded out to short in his first time up back in the first inning. Here's the 1-2. Just outside on the off speed. Holcomb will retake his lead at first base. Looking in now is Hendry. The pitch barely missing inside. Hendry's been working excellent against this Bourne team so far. Bourne have only put 3 base runners on, and one of them has been caught stealing and retired in the base path. The 3-2. Lewis lays off of it and draws himself a walk on the off-speed outside. That is Lewis's just 11th walk on the season, and the first on the day, and only free pass for Clay Hendry. A great way to start your offense. Bourne, for the first time now, have 2 runners in the base path. It's Cade Lewis on first base, Braden Holcomb on second, and Drew Wires digs in to the right-handed batter's box. Wires already with an RBI, playing in his 3rd game today. Had that earlier in this season. Just joined the team recently. Infield straight up, the first pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. All the way down at 74 miles per hour. Clay Hendry dealing with his most adversity yet today. He looks at second, now delivers at home. Swing and a deep drive to left field. That one way back at the wall and over. A home run for Drew Wires in only his 3rd game with the Bourne Braves. And back on top are the Bravos, 3-1. .385 feet, 100 miles per hour off the bat, and that's a 3-run shot for the Bourne Braves and Drew Wires.
What a huge home run. This Bourne team least homers in the Cape League, but they've started to really come in numbers recently. That's the second 3-run home run in the last 3 games for the Braves. The last one was from this guy, Camden Kojal. Those can be a difference maker. Now you got the lead. You just got to keep it.
Check swing from Cam Kojal on the first pitch. It's a strike nonetheless. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. What a hit off the bat of Wires. It was almost no doubt after the swing. And Bourne get a much-needed lead here. Sharply grounded ball to the right side. It's Carreras who fields a backhanded flip to first. Carpentier is there as he stretches towards second base for the out.
If anything, that homer is a bit of a shame for Clay Hendry, the starter for YD, because this has been a really good outing for him. You know, his first appearance of the summer, he really struggled, gave up 2 runs in an inning and a third. He was great through 3 1/3 today, but that 1 home run is, you know, it. You look back at that, 3 runs, and that's what's going to jump off the page.
Hammered ball to center field. That one back and just into the hopping glove of Braden Dowd. Kalsefsik there with a fly out to center for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, we would usually go to break here, but it's a special park. We're at Red Wilson Field. Joining us now is Ariel Tamir-Pinsky, our sideline reporter, too. We're on video for a radio broadcast, and I think it's only fitting if we try the famous donut burger of Red Wilson Field on the broadcast. Should have hinted at this earlier, but Ariel, I'm excited for this. Thank you for purchasing it.
Of course, I'm very excited.
I'll give you your money later. But
we also have our beat reporter, Lyle.
Lyle, our beat reporter.
Hi, guys.
Welcome,
Hi, guys.
Lyle. Well, a big crowd for this should be exciting. Is this cut into halves?
I think we got
quarters.
Quarters. Wonderful. Well, we'll all
You
take
took the smallest one. That's what I
a
was
quarter.
Oh, sorry.
It's a glazed donut with
I think we
a
got, like,
burger.
perfect
And is that
part.
cheese and bacon?
There we go.
Yes, cheese,
Oh, I
bacon.
took all the bacon.
So
Well, you got
it's
the best slice,
cheese,
Go
bacon,
ahead, guys.
a donut, and a burger.
Well, I'm thrilled for this.
I did have one last year, so I will
Okay.
say this is not my
Okay.
first time.
Well,
Let's see.
All right,
everyone.
cheers.
Cheers, everybody. One bite, everyone knows the rules.
I'm getting a lot of bacon. I really just taste bacon and donut.
I'm not a fan of the cheese with the donut. Not my cup of tea.
It's like not.
It just doesn't taste like much, if I'm being honest.
I enjoy it.
It's not bad.
Like it's good, but
It almost reminds me of like,
Talking to a microphone, Lyle.
I think this is incredibly overrated.
I'm with Lyle on this one. I would like my sweet and savory separate.
Rating?
5-2.
it reminds me of like
6-1.
like pancakes and sausage almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be better if it was a sausage,
Okay.
I think.
I'm
But
gonna
no
go-
cheese. I don't like the cheese.
No rookie score 7-2.
Oh.
I enjoyed it.
5-3.
It's a low rating. Well, we're
Yes.
back. I'm going to finish this quarter while we resume here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ariel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. The Bourne Braves up 3-1 right now. First pitch there to Braden Dowd is in there for ball 1. Shorey continuing his day on the mound, and Dowd skies one to left field. Left fielder in LeGrande is there for the easy grab. Great to be on camera for the first time on the road. I'm going to finish this burger, Adams. I actually really enjoy it.
You need me to start talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it?
That honestly looked like it was about to go out from Braden Dowd off the bat. It was a very similar hit as Drew Wires' homer. He just got a little bit too far under it. It's always, as I said earlier, at this field, you always have to just be on the edge of your seat. You never know when a ball can go out.
Next pitch. There for strike 1 against Garrett Wright. Garrett Wright, the right fielder today out of Bowling Green, now into his 23rd game. Got on in the 2nd inning in that rally. Was stranded at third base going home as the inning ended on a 6-4 fielder's choice. A 1 is in the dirt from Matt Shorey, who's continuing his start. I got dirty hands now, too. This is a...
Yeah, that's the issue with donut is the glaze really kind of gets stuck on your hands.
Swing and a miss on the 1-1.
Devon, you couldn't have taken a break and maybe ate the rest in the middle of the next inning. Was that good that you got to
Well,
finish
I don't
want
to put it down anywhere because it's dirty.
That's
And I
true.
just keep it in my hands. The 1-2, hammer to the right side on one hop. Couldn't be fielded by Koschel. Recovers, throws to first. It's there. A nice recovery by Cam Koschel. Already had an error earlier in this game. Did not want a second. And gets out number 2 there as Garrett Wright goes back and Dean Carpentier's back up.
Just a rocket of a throw there by Cam Koschel to get the out. He said he knocked down second time today that he's done that, but good job to just keep the ball with him and give him a chance.
Carpentier out of USC playing first base today. He's been solid defensively and has got an RBI already in this game. The only run that YD has so far. YD now in a deficit. Did not face that until the top of the fourth inning after the True Wires 3-run shot over the left field wall. 2 balls and no strikes here for Shorey. The pitch, swing and a miss on the heater. Great offering by Matt Shorey, who's struggled with his command a little bit this game, but is now finding that rhythm in these last 2 innings more specifically. The 2-1 is popped up and foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shorey looks in. Here's the pitch. Just misses inside on the fastball, up at 89 miles per hour. Only 1 strikeout so far for Shorey, for a guy who works decently with his command this season. The payoff pitch with 2 outs, just low, and Carpentier earns the walk.
Second walk in as many innings from Shorey. And again, it's another 2-out walk. He did a good job of getting out of it. The next batter last time. He's going to have to do it again here. You just saw in the top half of this inning how walks can lead to runs. So often out here on the Cape, you see the pitcher give up a walk, and then that can lead to a rally. So you just want to shut it down here for Shorey.
The first walk came against Will Baker back with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. So another walk with 2 outs here, this time in the 4th. First pitch to A.J. Nestler is swung on and foul. Nestler out of Pitt is the left fielder today and is now just in his 8th game, one of the newer YD Red Sox. YD with a very, very strong team when it comes to continuity. 5 players on the roster above 20 games played this summer, and they're playing their 30th game today. You don't often see that, so much retention in your position players. Bourne have something similar going with 5 of their own right now. Not all of them in the starting lineup today. Before the 0-1, a look over to first again. Jason Torres held the tag on the back of Carpentier for an extra second. It's to no avail. 2 outs for the southpaw on the mound in Shorey, and he's working from the stretch and third base side of the rubber. Infield just a little bit shifted right against the lefty batter. Here's the 0-1 pitch, runner goes. Pitch is in there for a strike. The throw to second sails way high into center field. Picked up by Holcomb, and the runner holds at second base. It's a stolen bag for Dean Carpentier, only his 3rd of the season. This team for the YD Red Sox, not a aggressive team when it comes to stealing bases. In the starting lineup, the highest tally is Braden Dowd with just 6. The 0-2 at home. Swing and a miss. Out in front of it was Nestler, and that's strike 3 here for out 3. Before we step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network, we'll take a moment to recognize our sponsors. Are you ready to dominate the diamond and pitch like a pro with the Cape Zone Keith Bildo? Join us at the Caplex, where champions are made. Don't just play the game, own it. Visit the Caplex today and unleash your full potential. Located at 6 Forest Park Drive in Bourne, find us on Facebook or at thek-plex.com. Elevate your game at the Caplex. Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay, Bourne's premier senior living community. Conveniently located adjacent to the Cape Cod Canal. Visit us at Keystone Place at buzzardsbay.com. We'll step aside with the top of the 5th around the corner. Stay with us here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
There's a zero chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton CAT before there's zero time left.
Welcome back to the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. Top of the fifth inning, Jason Torres up for the Bourne Braves after the strong inning a moment ago. You're hoping Bourne can continue it. Torres, the everyday third baseman for the Alabama Crimson Tide, is making his debut with the Braves today. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to begin from Clay Hendry. The second time these two have met, and Hendry into his fifth inning of work. Righty-righty battle. No balls and one strike. Here it is. Swing and a pop-up way back and over the first base netting. That's into the parking lot behind us here at Red Wilson Field. We are located just back of the home plate backstop, a little bit to the right, as if the left field and third base line continued all the way back behind home plate. No balls and two strikes. Here's the pitch. Off speed. It misses just a hair off the plate outside. Jason Torres at 6'1", 230, stands in. The 1-2, swing and a deep drive all the way out to right field. Garrett Wright, the outfielder in right, makes the easy can of corn grab for out one. Can always get tricky here at Red Wilson Field. The ball looks like it flies quite far, but sometimes not just far enough to get over the fence. Gavin Kelly, the 9 batter in the order for the Bourne Braves, went down with a 5-3 putout. Came in as a pinch hitter in relief of Mark Quattrani yesterday after he was hit in the hand in the middle of an at-bat. First pitch from Hendry is just outside, ball one. Hendry into his fifth inning of work, was looking exceptional into this game. Besides that home run given up against Drew Wires, it kind of opens the door for this Braves team for what they can do against Hendry. 1 ball and 1 strike after a pitch of strike, and the next one is just inside. Good eye from Gavin Kelly to lay off of it.
It's going to be interesting to see how YD uses its bullpen today. And you only played yesterday, had 2 off days before that, and the Red Sox have the day off tomorrow, so you think that a lot of the arms are available.
The 2-1 down Broadway. An easy pitch down the middle at 87 miles per hour.
It's not only that YD used just 4 pitchers yesterday, but they got 4 innings out of the bullpen by Tyler Pitzer, who's been one of the best pitchers all season.
The 2-2, swing and a pop-up way out to right field. Doesn't really move for Garrett Wright as he makes the one-handed grab just left of his chest. That's out 2. Two flyouts to right field to begin this one. Riker Waite steps back up. Was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning before he was caught stealing to end that very inning. Only his 2nd time all year and 2nd time in as many games. First pitch, a looping breaking ball connecting in the strike zone, down and in.
There's been a couple pitch outs against Waite. It's the reason for those caught stealings.
The 0-1, swing and a rip to right field. This one down the line and drops for a base hit. Riker Waite storms around first base, pumps the brakes. And just like that, Waite gets his first hit of the day and only the 4th hit so far against Clay Hendry. Way to keep the inning out going. This Bourne team had been struggling after falling into 2-out scenarios, and just like that, it could be the day for Clay Hendry. We'll step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV and be back after just a moment.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
New pitcher on the mound as we keep things here in the top of the 5th inning. It's Ryder Brooks out of UC Irvine, has only pitched in 4 games so far for the YD Red Sox. And his first batter will be John LeGrande. Runner on first in Riker Wade. He's already been caught stealing so far today. Would be huge to get him around the base paths. If he gets to scoring position, that's a big opportunity for LeGrande. Third baseman creeps in, and Riker Wade's in a pickle. Throw comes to second base. And he's there. Out 3, and just like that, Riker Waite gets caught. Doesn't even take a pitch to end the inning for Ryder Brooks. We step aside here in the middle of the 5th inning. When we return, the Bourne Braves send their pitching back out, and Matt Shorey to continue his day into the 5th.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
It It's Matt Shorey now into his 5th inning of work. The Bourne Braves leading the YD Red Sox 3-1 here at Red Wilson Field. So the visitors take the spot defensively. Jomar Carreras, the batter for the YD Red Sox. He's the top of the order hitter. Swings and pounds one to left field to start. It drops in open land. The left fielder Legrande fields and quickly throws in to the infield. But Jomar gets on the first pitch against Matt Shorey.
That was the first hit since the 2nd inning against Shorey. He's been so good recently, not allowing any hard contact, but gives up a single there into left field. It was a bit of an interesting jump initially for John Legrande. He went back when the ball was in front of him, but it probably would have dropped no matter what, so it doesn't end up mattering at the end of the day.
Armando Briseño now up. Jomar Carreras on first. He swings and chops it to his own dugout on the third base side for the first pitch. It's only been a 1-run day thus far for the YD Red Sox. Through 4.5 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1 the score and 4 hits for each side. Matt Shorey from the stretch. Looks at first. Now comes home with the delivery. Swinging a bouncing ball left side. Backhanded by Wires. Goes the long way to first. And picked up by Jason Torres. Stretched all the way up the line to get it. And a great play.
Bit of an interesting decision by Wires to just go for the out at first there, but definitely understandable considering the speed of Carreras. You always want to just make sure that you can get the out, and with how softly that ball was hit, it would have been a really tough play to try and spin and go to second.
Action in the bullpen for the Bourne Braves. Dominic Morrow getting set. One out on the board and a runner on second in Jomar Carreras. Chris Hakopian steps in. It's a lefty on righty battle. Here's the first pitch. Ball just misses low. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out for the lefty pitcher. Dominic Morrow has been in 4 games this season. Only has appeared as late as the 7th or the 8th this year. The 1-0. Fastball skips behind the catcher in Gavin Kelly. He picks up that one as Jomar Carreras motors into third base. And just like that, a runner 90 feet away for the YD Red Sox. Shorey looks at his left wrist for the pitch com. A runner behind him at third base. He delivers on the 2-0. And it misses inside. 3 balls, no strikes, and 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning as the YD Red Sox are down by 2, tying runner in Hakopian at the plate. Hakopian, with 14 RBIs, leads this starting lineup in that category. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball ripped left field. This one drops once, and motoring home is Jomar Carreras. An RBI, make it 15 on the year for Chris Hakopian. And the Bourne Braves now only lead by 1, 3-2.
Hasn't necessarily been the summer that Hakopian's hoped for, but his timely hitting has been there. 15 RBIs in the summer that leads YD, and that's really all you can ask for. When a guy's not playing his best, for him to show up in the moments when you got a runner in scoring position is really the important thing, and that's what Hakopian has done this season.
Will Baker is a pinch hitter for Gasparino. Takes the first pitch outside. The struggling control now coming for Matt Shorey here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Foul ball on the 1-0. Count squares up with a pair of breadsticks. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runner on first in Chris Hakopian. Only 3 stolen bases on the year for Hakopian. He's on for the first time today after that base hit and RBI to left field.
Hey, nice job getting that play earlier.
Here's the pitch. Lefty on lefty matchup. Hard ground ball right side. This could be 2. Flip to second from Koschel. It's there. Wait now to first. Just late. They get the lead runner in Hakopian on the 4-6 fielder's choice.
Now batting for
Gasparino shows off his wheels to beat out the throw at first.
Just too slow of a grounder for Bourne to turn 2 there. The infield has been really good with double plays this season, but just didn't have the opportunity on that one. Just 70 miles an hour off the bat, a slow roller. You need really slow runners to turn 2 on a situation like that, and just too fast a guys for the Red Sox.
Still good to get that leadoff runner. Only man on first now is Gasparino as Connor Capisi takes the first pitch for a strike from Matt Shorey. Shorey looks in. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning, here's the pitch. Just upstairs and away. Capisi so far got on with a rocket out to center field back in the 2nd inning. Came all the way around to score after the double. Has the tying runner on first base. The 1-1 here from Shorey. Fastball looping left side. This one tails foul. Off the bat at 99 miles per hour. A well-struck ball by Capisi. But the right-hander will have to settle back for another swing in the plate. Shorey looks in over his left shoulder. Now stares at first base at Gasparino. Here's the pitch coming home. Off speed, it pulls Kelly into the left-handed batter's box. Outside of the strike zone against Capisi, the righty. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shorey wanted to get out of it here. He shakes off the first pitch. And here it is. The 2-2 as time is called, and that's a pitch clock violation. Count will run full.
Shorey's been cutting it close throughout this entire game, letting a lot of those pitches go with 2-3 seconds left on the pitch clock. I'd imagine that's why he's also thrown over a lot just to reset the clock, and at times just kind of lost track.
The payoff pitch. Chopped foul to the third base coaching box. A good swing by Capisi. He's been ahead of it so far. The score is 3-2. The count is 3-2. Braves lead as the visitors against the YD Red Sox here at Red Wilson Field. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shorey's pitch from the stretch comes home. It's upstairs, and that's a walk to send Capisi to first, Gasparino to second. Braden Dowd now going in, and with a base hit, could take the lead, but we'll have to wait here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. It's a 1-run bottom of the 5th inning for the Red Sox so far, but a new pitcher coming out onto the mound for the Braves, Donovan McMorrow, when we return.
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
I'm feeling happy.
The Bourne Braves here in the bottom of the 5th inning make a pitching exchange. It's Dominic Morrow up to the hill for the Bourne Braves, replacing Matt Shorey, the starter. Shorey went 4 2/3 innings, had a really solid day, only allowing 2 runs, only one of them earned with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. He handed things over to Morrow with runners on 1 and 2, both of them Shorey's responsibility. Now Morrow works with 3 pitches, fastball, slider, changeup, has appeared in just 4 games for the Bourne Braves with a 3.86 ERA. This is the earliest he's come into a game so far. 3 of appearances have been in the middle of the 8th inning, and the other one in the 7th. So an unusual scenario for Morrow this early in a game, but trying to stretch him out a little further. First pitch here to Dowd. Runners going. Fastball, throw into third base as it's a ball, is late. Both runners in scoring position now on third base. Will Baker and Connor Capisi on second. A great double steal, but an even better jump from Baker. Just was way out ahead of it and does a perfect job setting up Braden Dowd. 5 RBIs on the season for the center fielder. Has gotten on just once today by way of error. The 1-0 pitch from Morrow. Fastball there for strike 1.
Devon, as he said, it was all about the jump against Morrow. He's got a bit of a long delivery, so it allows the opportunity for a lot of steals, and it's just easy for those guys to snag a bag with how long Morrow takes to get to the plate.
Here's the 1-1. Finds the zone. An excellent pitch from Morrow down at 88 miles per hour. That's his slider. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. From the stretch, Morrow works. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a pop-up back. It's into the netting, and we'll do it again.
That fastball is his go-to pitch. It's electric, one of the best ones that we've seen on the Cape. Gets up towards the high 90s. His most recent one, 96.
I'll be down. I'm down for Monday. We gotta do Bayberry though.
The 1-2. Just misses.
I have memory. Well, I mean, I can play whatever. He's played bad.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The score 3-2. Morrow looks in. A big pitch here. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Excellent location from Morrow on the off speed and gets the 3rd out on a chase. Before we step aside, a word from our beloved sponsors. Are you ready to? Marty Chevrolet, your dealer for the people, proudly supports the Bourne Braves baseball team. See all our cars and trucks at martychevrolet.com and go Braves. Are you ready to dominate the diamond and pitch like a pro with the Cape's own Keith Bildo? Join us at the Capeplex, where champions are made. Don't just play the game, own it. Visit the Capeplex today and unleash your full potential. Located at 6 Sports Bar Drive in Bourne. Find us on Facebook or at thecapeplex.com. Elevate your game at the Capeplex. We'll step aside here with the top of the 6th ahead on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Sounds different with this, so it's harder. When you don't.
We return here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. John LaGrande steps up here for the top of the 6th inning. Second batter in the order, and the second time he's led off an inning. Back in the 4th, he led off, went down with a ground out, but it was 3 runs that followed him in that 4th inning. Braves will look for it again. The score 3-2. The first pitch from the reliever in Ryder Brooks is there for a ball. Brooks gets his first pitch right there. He stepped in relief of Clay Hendry, but only needed a caught stealing to get it done. And a line out to Chris Hakopian, left side of the infield. Just a perfect play from Hakopian, who was creeping in on the grass to prevent a bunt. Stops one right there, and the Braves are down with 1 out.
Hakopian was playing shifted a little bit to his left, closer to the middle of the infield, and a good job there to read the ball and get a good jump on it, move to his right against the shift, and bring that ball in the air.
Braden Holcomb now up. Back in the 4th inning, LaGrande also went down with a out, so maybe a good pattern to follow. First pitch, just low from Ryder Brooks. Final tally for Clay Hendry, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs all earned with 1 walk and 2 Ks. From the stretch, Brooks works. It's a lefty on righty matchup. The 1-0, fastball misses low. Two balls and no strikes to Braden Holcomb. Holcomb started the rally back in the 4th inning with a hit to center field. Here's the 2-0. It misses outside. Brooks into his 5th game with the Whitey Red Sox. Has a 3-0 count here to Holcomb. Lefty on righty matchup. The pitch. It's over the plate for a strike. Standing at 6'3", 200 pounds, is just pitched in 3 1/3 inning in his 4 games. His ERA at 2.7. The 3-1 misses inside, and Holcomb earns a 5-pitch walk. An easy one there as he increases his patient at bat. That's his 13th walk on the year.
Now batting for Bourne, the designated hitter from Wake Forest.
Cade Lewis earned a walk last time he was up in the 4th inning, eventually came around to score. Drew Wires in the on-deck circle, coming off a home run. First runner deal with Ryder Brooks. The first pitch outside. Brooks facing some adversity now, and faces a part of the order that's been some of the most successful batters of the day. The 1-0 pitch here out of the stretch. Delivery. It's pulled outside against the lefty in Cade Lewis. Lewis on the season batting just around 300 coming into it. Was at 299 into his 27th game. He's played in all but 2 for the Braves so far this year. Has 15 RBIs, is shy of the team lead by 1. 2-0's outside, and once again, the count 3-0 to these 2 batters for Ryder Brooks. And that one's low. Another walk for Cade Lewis. Hasn't had many 2-walk games, but you see one here. A time called by Connor Capisi just to meet with his pitcher in Ryder Brooks. Wants to slow things down. Last 10 pitches, rather last 9 pitches, 9 of them have been balls, or rather 8, and 1 a strike.
I don't think that's him, though. Is that him? He shaved his head? Dude, that is not him.
Quick conversation here on the mound. Ryder Brooks out of UC Irvine. In his time with Irvine, did not struggled too much. Had a workable 5 ERA. And he's trying to continue a good performance here out in the Big West. He had 20 appearances for UC Irvine, just 12 starts, and 69 total innings pitched. Was in the Appalachian League last 2 summers ago with Danville. So he makes his return to summer ball after a year off in 2024. Drew Wires steps in now. Last time up, had a home run over the left field wall. 2 runners on once again, the same 2 in Lewis and Holcomb on first and second respectively. Swing and a miss. Out in front of it was Wires on the first one. That's a much needed first pitch strike for Ryder Brooks. 4 RBIs on the season for Drew Wires. He's only played in now his 3rd game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss once again. Wires chasing on the low pitches early in this at-bat. And Ryder Brooks ahead in the count. Only 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. The Braves lead 3-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runner's going. Throw doesn't come. It's a ball. Throw to third base there in time. But a perfect slide from Braden Holcomb. Stops himself short and dodges his feet to step on third base safely. A really, really well-executed slide.
I don't know how purposeful that was for Holcomb, if he just accidentally slid a bit short of the bag, but I mean, hey, you take it. And Scott Pickler is out there to talk with Jake Brick, to the third base umpire. It looked for sure like Holcomb did get there before the tag. It was a bit of an awkward play for Hakopian too. Wasn't the greatest of placed throws, so it made it a bit tough to get the tag down. But not the first time today that Pickler is out arguing a call.
Speed-wise, the throw came well in time. But Pickler not happy with the call. He'll step back to his third base dugout and have to settle for the play. Runners on 1 and 3 now as Cade Lewis didn't go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Drew Wires at the plate. Has swung and missed twice in this at-bat so far. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A great bounce back at-bat from Ryder Brooks. And that's the 2nd out here in the top of the 6th inning. It's the first strikeout on the day for Brooks. Just his 4th batter faced. And now Cam Kojal steps in. The lefty has a chance to extend the lead for Bourne. Hakopian creeps in at third. He's got the shift against this Bourne team, and that one gets by. It hits off the shoulder of Cam Kojal, and he'll get on with a hit by pitch. For a moment, thought it was going to be a wild one that scored Braden Holcomb, but instead, Kojal goes to first. It's Lewis on second, Holcomb on third, and Cal Sefcik with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning.
It's one of the few times where you wish that the runner doesn't get awarded first base, and it just got by and didn't hit Kojal because Holcomb would have scored from third.
Ducks all around the pond against Ryder Brooks, the lefty. Cal Sefcik, the righty, steps in. First pitch with 2 outs. Pitch is low. Half swing from Sefcik. Jim Fonseca at first base says he does not go. Sefcik so far has 2 RBIs in his 5 appearances, including today. The 1-0. Misses off the plate outside on the fastball. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. It was a run bottom of the 5th to make it a 1-run game. The 2-0 inside, and it's been 3 consecutive balls to start this at-bat between Brooks, the southpaw, and Sefcik, the right-hander.
Control's just not there. Only 5 strikes on 19 pitches. Walk 2, hit a man. He just can't find the zone right now.
Here's the 3-0. It's down Broadway over the plate for strike 1, much needed, and now it's an at-bat. Could be a tough one here. Sefcik steps in. Brooks trying to rally himself back after being down in the count 3-0. 3 balls, 1 strike. And it's over the plate for strike 2. An excellent changeup on the outside edge of the zone. And just like that, it's up to a full count. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. An excellent comeback at bat for Ryder Brooks. And the Bourne Braves can't get a run in the top of the 6th. We take things to Middlesex here at Red Wilson Field, the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV, and step aside for a moment.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Red Wilson Field. The Bourne Braves threaten but can't score in top 6, so it remains at a 1-run ball game in favor of the Braves, 3-2. Dominic Morrow out on the mound for his first clean inning of work. And Braden Dowd steps in to start. Rather, Garrett Wright swings and misses at the first pitch. And Morrow gets started early. A 3-pitch mix for the Cincinnati Bearcat. Fastball, slider, and changeup. The 0-1. Fastball paints the edge at 95 miles per hour. It's no balls and 2 strikes to count with no one on in bottom 6. Braves up 3-2. And Morrow looking to go as a long middle reliever. He came in the middle of the 5th inning in relief for Shorey. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball just nicked by Wright, and we'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. From the stretch, here's Morrow. No runners on. Works from the first base side of the rubber. The 0-2. Fastball and a protect swing again from Garrett Wright. He's made it a 4-pitch at-bat so far. The next will be the 5th, but Wright doing a good job at fouling off these heaters at 95 miles per hour. That's where the fastball sits for Morrow. The 0-2. Slider misses off the plate outside. 1-2 the count with no outs. So far today, Wright's got on with a base hit. One of just 4 hits on the day for the YD Red Sox. Here's the 1-2. And it's there for strike 3, top of the zone. Garrett Wright watched it by and That's out one here, and back-to-back strikeouts between innings for Dom Morrow. Dean Carpentier now up with one out. Has reached twice and had an RBI back in the second inning. That was the first run of the ball game. That opened the scoring for either side. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Fastball at the mid-90s is missed. Morrow, one of the stronger players and pitchers on this Bourne team. The 0-1. Check swing from Carpentier. Does not go, says first base umpire Jim Fonseca. In his last appearance, Morrow pitched on Friday, earned the save. Here's the 1-1. Slider. It misses. In that game against Wareham on Friday, he came in a nightmare inning. Was a 7 spot for the Gateman. He limited the damage to just 1 run after he came on with the bases loaded. Here's the 2-1. Fastball, swing and a miss. Count squares up at deuces. He's allowed just 3 earned runs in his 4 appearances for a total of 7 innings pitched and an ERA of 3.86. Going to Cincinnati next year. Before that was with Northwood College. The 2-2. Fastball popped up sky high over the first base netting and out of play. We'll do it again, and the count 2-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Infield straight up, outfield the same. The 2-2, fastball and fought off again. No one on, 1 out. The count 2-2. The pitch. Fastball, and Carpentier fights another one off. Whitey has scored 2 runs so far, 1 in the bottom of the 2nd, 1 in the bottom of the 5th. That one in the bottom of the 5th was scored by Carreras on the Hakopian RBI. The top of the order, just 2 batters away. Carpentier at the plate right now. Nestler on deck, and in the hole, Carreras. The 2-2. Popped up sky high, and it's a foul ball out of play once again. A long at-bat between these two. Here's the pitch. Pitch is low and outside. Check swing. He did check it. Carpentier now draws himself into a full count. Morrow just not able to punch this guy out. It's been peppered strikes, foul balls, and now 3 balls to run the count full. The 3-2. There for strike 3. An excellent location on the fastball up at 95. Just catches the inside paint. And that's back-to-back Ks and 3 straight so far for Dominic Morrow between the bottom of the 5th and here in the 6th.
He's just so good with his control. Perfectly painted the edge of the zone with that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Just perfected that pitch.
A.J. Nestler, the 9 batter in the order, steps up with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch from Morrow. Fastball misses outside. One other count. Morrow looks in, righty on lefty matchup. The righty pitcher delivers. Swing and a miss. Foul tip back of the glove of Gavin Kelly. That's strike one here in the at-bat. A.J. Nessler so far today, 1 strikeout and a hit by pitch. The 1-1. Down at 87 for a strike. Morrow trying to shut the door here in the bottom of the 6th to make it a 1-2-3. The 1-2 pitch. Rocket back up the middle, hits off Morrow, tries to recover, wires to first. It's there. An unconventional 1-5-3 inning ender. And the Bourne Braves keep things at a 1-run lead. Before we step aside, the third member of our team, Ariel Tamir-Pinsky, has more.
Well, Devon, ESPN made its way down to the Cape today. As part of the Sports Center's 50 States in 50 Days, they're doing a show in Chatham where the Anglers are playing the Gatemen tonight. Molly McGrath is hosting this edition of the show. Molly is the ESPN ABC college football sideline reporter. She's not unfamiliar with Massachusetts. She went to Boston College for undergrad and served as the Celtics in-arena host for a while as well. The Cape League continues to grow everywhere year, and this is a great opportunity for the young broadcasters around the league to learn from a professional and for the league to get more exposure.
Really, really cool what ESPN's doing down in Chatham. Ariel, thank you so much. Top of the 7th, around the quarter as we step aside here for a short break on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Top of the 7th inning, it's the final 3 here at Red Wilson Field. Jason Torres, the batter, and after stranding 3 runners on in the top of the 6th, Bourne will like to add a couple here. 3-2 the lead. The first pitch from Brooks is cracked up the middle. Briseño fields, throws to first. It's a 6-3 put out to start. 0 for 3 on the day for Torres in his first appearance with the Bourne Braves. Gavin Kelly now stepping in. He's 0 for 2 so far, but has had a solid game defensively. Try and match that with some offense right here. Ryder Brooks looks in, set at his belt, now he pitches. First pitch there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Kelly. He's 0 for 3 in his last 3 at-bats, extending back into yesterday's game. Would like to cut that cold streak here. Kelly batting .232 on the year out of West Virginia, just finished his freshman season. Here's the 1-1. He swings, cracks the left side. Hakopian with a 1-hop scoop and toss to first for out number 2. A rocket from the hot corner with Hakopian.
Another great play by the third baseman. He's been excellent at the hot corner today. Showed off his arm and a great glove. Once again there, another sharp ground ball, and Hakopian just ate it up and did a great job.
Hakopian now with quite a few putouts so far. It's just been excellent. 3 in just the last 4 innings. Back to the top of the order now, Riker Waite. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 82 miles per hour in the bottom of the zone. Waite so far 1 for 2. The 0-1. He lays off of it. Off speed, misses below the zone. No balls. One ball rather. 1 strike, 2 outs. It's been a quick top of the 7th so far. Here's Ryder Brooks on the 1-1. That pitch misses outside. The outfield shifted way right against the switch hitter in Riker Waite. Copian playing standardly at third base, but the rest of the infield shifted. The 2-1 inside. Count runs up to 3 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a foul tip back in the glove of Capisi. Counts back at full, and Ryder Brooks has a chance for a 1-2-3 inning here. After seeing some trouble in top 6, this could be a lot cleaner, but the Bourne Braves won't go down easy. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Step aside here for middle 7. Bourne Braves still up 3-2 at Red Wilson Field.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Bottom of the 7th, the Bourne Braves will need to defend their lead. They're up 3-2, and it's not been an easy run in this game. Their only run so far coming off the bat of Drew Wires on a 3-run shot over the left field wall back in the 4th, but it's been enough to maintain the lead. Jomar Carreras, the first batter against Morrow, pitches in the bottom of the zone for strike 1 to start. In his first clean inning of work, Morrow went 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts looking and a 1-5-3 that hit off the left side of Morrow into the bare hand of Wires. The 0-1, also a strike. Wires had to throw to first, get the out, but a nice little heads-up ricochet play. Jomar, the leadoff batter in this inning and of the game for the Red Sox. He's down 0-2 in the count. The pitch misses outside. Carreras has reached all 3 times so far today. He's the only Red Sox to do that so far. Scored back in the 5th to cut the lead to just 1 for Bourne. The 1-2. Chopped ground ball high right side. It's an easy play for Torres, but just called foul as it hops into his glove, or they do call it an out. Barely stayed in. It's out number 1 as Armando Briseño now steps in after the 3U putout. Out of Cal State Fullerton, Briseño's in his 7th game, headed into this one batting .333, but he's 0 for 3 today, looking to set a spark here for the Braves. First pitch from Morrow, swing and a miss. Morrow's been An electric pitcher to watch for Bourne this season. Has had up to 5 Ks in just 2 innings of work as Briseño hammers one to right field. This could be extra bases. Rolls to the corner. Kalsepsik fields. The cutoff man is not there as the ball rolls to second base, and it's a diving double for Armando Briseño. It's these extra base hits that have gotten things going for YD before in this game. Have got their first runner in scoring position since the 5th inning. And all but one time when they've had a runner in scoring position in this game, they've scored a run.
That first run of the game back in the 2nd, it all started with the 1-out double. That time it was the bottom part of the order that got the runs in. Now let's see what the top can do.
First pitch to Kopian is a called strike. Third baseman Wires creeping in just a little bit, but he backs up. On second base is Briseño. He has no stolen bases this year, but he takes his lead of 4 steps. Gets a look for more. The pitch comes home. Brings Gavin Kelly, the catcher, into the left-handed batter's box, away from the righty. Count squares up with the breadsticks. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-2 the score in the bottom of the 7th inning. Only 2 one-run innings for the Red Sox today. This Red Sox team, 2nd in their division in the West. The 1-1. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Gets away from Kelly, but he keeps it within reach, and Briseño doesn't move from second base. YD has been toward the top of all of the Cape League in points since the season began. The Brewster Whitecaps just ahead of them right now with 33 points to YD's 32. Brewster in a 1-1 game against Orleans right now at Eldridge Park in the top of the 3rd inning. This Bourne game in the bottom of the 7th is the deepest one on the entire Cape so far. The 2-1 just misses low, and that's 3 consecutive balls to make the count 3-1 with 1 out and a runner on second. Bourne leading this game 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. It's 7:09 p.m. at Red Wilson Field with no lights. The game could be coming to a close in half an hour. 3-1 pitch. Fastball skied way high to shallow center field. A large charge for Holcomb. He makes the grab and keeps anything out of harm's way. A tough play for the center fielder in just his 5th game at that position. And that's out number 2 here as Hakopian goes back and makes way for Will Baker against Dom Mora. The tying run in Briseño still on second base. He was hoping the ball would drop, did not take any attempts to tag. No balls, no strikes. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, it misses outside against the lefty in Will Baker. Baker out of Georgia Tech, part of what should be a very exciting squad next year down in Atlanta. The 1-0 fastball. It's a protect swing by Baker. He slices it foul. Count squares up at 1-1 with 2 outs. Baker just hitting 161 coming into this game, but has 10 RBIs and ranks 2nd on the team in that stat. 1 ball, 1 strikes the pitch. Another sliced ball foul. That's another protect swing from Will Baker. And he's got 2 strikes. Infield straight up. Riker Waite, the shortstop, on bag duty against Armando Briseño. Will Baker, the designated hitter, pinch hitting for Will Gasparino. He took that spot after just 1 at-bat from Gasparino. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the 1-2. It misses off the outer edge. Briseño hasn't really moved much since that double down the right field line. That was only his first hit of the game. Briseño still looking for his first hit. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Rather, Baker's still looking for his first hit. He's gotten on with a walk and a fielder's choice, but no base hits. Missouri's only 2 plate appearances. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morrow looks at second. Now comes home out of the stretch. It's there for strike 3. Will Baker wanted just a piece of it, did not swing, and he pays for it. The 4th strikeout on the day for Dom Morrow as the lead remains at 1 for the Bourne Braves. We'll step aside here on the Bourne Braves Broadcasting Network and Cape League TV. On the other side, Adam Gotkin has your play-by-play for the 8th and 9th.
Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAD is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
We're into the 8th inning here at Red Wilson Field. The Bourne Braves lead the YD Red Sox 3-2, and it's 2-3-4 up for the Bravos. John LeGrande to lead things off, the left fielder today. He's 1 for 3 with a single that came all the way back in the 1st inning. Goes up once again against the left-hander Ryder Brooks, who's into his 3rd inning of work. First pitch. Misses on a ball, that time an off-speed on the inside part of the plate. The count 1-0. LeGrande was the first batter that Brooks saw back in the 6th inning, and it was a line out to 3rd base. The 1-0. A called strike on the outside part of the plate. That's 1-1. The 3rd baseman, Hakopian, is playing in. He's also shifted a little bit to the left as he was when he caught the line out the last time LeGrande was up. Here's the kick and the 1-1 pitch. That misses low again. It's 2-1. As they have been doing this entire game, YD is shifted far to the right against the left-handed hitter. 3 to the right side of second base. The southpaw comes set at the belt. Here's the kick and the pitch. That bounces on the plate again. It's 3-1. As we've talked about throughout this entire season and this game, Red Wilson Field is one of 3 out on the Cape without lights. So we do have a clock running down of when this game will end, of whenever the umpires deem it to be too dark. 3-1. That misses low for ball 4. And John LeGrande works a walk to get things going here in the top of the 8th inning. It'll be really beneficial for Bourne if they can have a long inning here as Scott Pickler makes his way out to the mound and points to the bullpen. So it'll be a pitching change for the YD Red Sox after the leadoff walk in the top of the 8th. We'll step aside and continue on with the new pitcher when we return in a moment. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network on Cape League TV.
Been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it. There's a zero chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton CAT before there's zero time left.
The new pitcher into the game for the YD Red Sox is a right-hander out of UNLV, Alex Overby. He has pitched in one game already this summer, went 2/3 of an inning and didn't give up any runs. He allowed just one hit, didn't walk anyone, and did not strike out anyone. He comes in relief of Ryder Brooks, who went 2 innings and did not give up any runs or any hits. He walked 2 and struck out 3, or walked 3 and struck out 3. Overby stands at 6'2", 190 pounds, and will face off against Braden Holcomb first, with John LeGrande on first base here in a 3-2 ball game with the Braves in the lead and looking for some more insurance. As I was talking about before the pitching change, no lights here at Red Wilson Field, and it's already 7:18, so we are starting to get to the point where we're looking to see how much light is left. The sun is starting to set beyond the tree line behind home plate, and shadows are covering the entire infield. Overby ready on the mound. The first pitch to Braden Holcomb will have to wait as he throws over to first. John LeGrande back in time with a head-first dive. LeGrande leads Bourne in stolen bases with 15. He stole a bag back in the first inning. Overby comes set at the belt and throws over to first again. Last night's game here at Red Wilson Field ended at 7:57 p.m. The sun is starting to set earlier. It'll set at 8:08 today. That's the earliest of the season, so we expect games to end a little bit earlier now. This is the last 5 p.m. start for YD. They'll start at 4:30, starting with the next home game. First pitch to Holcomb finally comes, and it finds the zone on a 91-mile-an-hour heater. If you look around the league, the game end times have really varied, even on the same nights. Last night, the game in Katuitt ended at 8:18 p.m., while the game in Brewster ended at 7:48. Overby set on the mound. Here's the pitch. It's a ball outside. The catcher, Capizzi, faked the throw to first, but LeGrande went back in time.
It's also depending on the cloud cover you have. Last time Bourne was here, the game ended around 7:30. The sun is going to set earlier now, but not as much cloud cover, so it could go longer.
Here's the 1-1. It misses on a ball outside. There's been just 3 games this season here at Red Wilson Field that have ended after 8 p.m. The latest game was back on July 2nd that ended at 8:12. No other game has ended after 8:05. Overby comes to the belt. A deep breath and the pitch. Called strike on the off speed. An 81-mile-an-hour pitch catches the inside part of the plate, and it's 2-2. The latest game that Bourne has played without lights this season was at Katuitt back on June 28th. That game ended at 8:03 p.m. So we've got about 40 minutes max, if not maybe 50. Throw over to first. LeGrande was caught sleeping, and he's tagged out. LeGrande took one step towards first. He couldn't even get a dive off, and he's tagged out. Caught stealing for the 6th time this season, and There's the first out of the top of the 8th inning. So Holcomb now has the bases empty with 1 out, the count 2-2. Braves up by 1 here in the top of the 8th, but would love some insurance. The wind to the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. A high heater well above the zone at 93 miles an hour. Holcomb just couldn't hold up. That's the second time he's gone down swinging today.
It's how impactful that LaGrande pickoff is, the pitch after a strikeout, and suddenly you think you have an inning brewing. 1 pitch later, you got 2 outs. Just a really good bounce back from Overbay right there, and Bourne still need to grind out some late inning rallies here.
First pitch to Cade Lewis is a curveball that misses below the zone. They appeal to third, but Jake Brickta says that Lewis held up. The designated hitter walked in each of his last 2 plate appearances in the 4th and 6th inning. Came in to score back in the 4th on the Drew Wires homer into left. He's on deck right now. The wind in the 1-0. Big swing and a miss on an off-speed low. It's 1-1. Whitey sends 5, 6, 7 to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a part of the order that's already put together a run tonight. The 1-1. Lewis swings and fouls it to the backstop. It's 1-2. Braves looking to bounce back, get back into the win column after the loss last night. They were on a 4-game winning streak entering that game and are 1 game below 500. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle into the glove of the pitcher Overbay. He takes it himself to first and flips it underhand in time for the 3rd out. Bourne goes down 1-2-3 after a leadoff walk and a caught stealing on no hits, no errors, no one left on. We're into the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 5, 6, 7 up for the Red Sox. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network on Cape League TV.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
In the bottom of the 8th inning, the Bourne Braves still lead the Whitey Red Sox. It's 3-2. And the Bravos go to a new pitcher on the mound. It's the right-hander out of the University of Alabama, the second-year Bourne Brave, Packy Bradley Cooney. He stands at 6'2", 210 pounds, and is making his second appearance this summer. He pitched back on Friday in Wareham in the Braves' 9-8 win and was really solid. Went 2 innings, gave up just 1 run. He didn't walk anyone, struck out 4. The 1 run that he gave up was a solo homer to Hunter Carnes. Outside of that, it was 6 up, 6 down in 2 innings of work. He enters here in the bottom of the 8th inning after Dom Morrow went 2 1/3 of shutout ball and gave up just 1 hit. It's 5, 6, 7 at the plate. Connor Capizzi leads things off, the right-handed hitting catcher. He's 1 for 2 today with a double back in the second. Walked his last time up. The first pitch from Bradley Cooney is in for a strike on a fastball on the outside part of the zone. Bradley Cooney Swings back and forth, raises his arms up into the air, comes into the line with the 0-1, and finds the zone again, that time an 83-mile-an-hour slider. It's 0-2. Capizzi scored the first run of the game after his double in the second. Wants to get on here, get things going in the bottom of the 8th. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. A slider low and outside, well out of the zone. Capizzi just went chasing. Packy Bradley Cooney starts his day on the mound with a strikeout.
You're going to see similar styles of work from Packy Bradley Cooney and Dom Morrow. They both throw fast and throw a ton of strikeouts. Cooney looks really good despite that home run back against Wareham. You're hoping for more right now.
Packy Bradley Cooney, one of the most experienced players on this Bourne staff. He's in his third year on the Cape. First pitch to Braden Dowd. A called strike on the up and outside edge of the zone. It's 0-1. Bradley Cooney is the oldest player on the Bourne Braves. He celebrated his 25th birthday earlier this summer. The right-hander comes into the wind. Here's the 0-1. It just misses outside on a 92-mile-an-hour heater. Bradley Cooney was a big part of the Bourne pitching staff towards the end of last season and is expected to be the same this year. He comes into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball, foul down the first base line. It's 1-2. Bradley Cooney's got a familiar face at first base. His regular third baseman at Alabama, Jason Torres, playing on the other side of the diamond today. Always a comfort for familiar players to be in the field for pitchers out in summer ball. He's also got a former teammate last year in Camden Kozel at second. They are both returners to the Braves. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That misses upstairs to Braden Dowd, and the count 2-2. Dowd went down swinging his last time at the plate. That was the first batter that Dom Morrow faced, and his first of 4 Ks. Packy Bradley Cooney has started his outing with a strikeout, and now he's got a 2-2 count against Braden Dowd. From the wind, here's the kick and the pitch. It misses low on an 85-mile-an-hour slider. Count runs full. It's now 3-2. This Braves pitching staff has been good with its control today. Only 3 walks, all from the starter, Matt Short. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the kick and the pitch to Braden Dowd. He swings and unleashes on it. High in the air to center field. Holcomb in front of the wall makes the catch for the second out. A deep fly ball just caught shy of the wall by Bourne center fielder. And you've got 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
You're always holding your breath when a ball is hit that hard off the bat anywhere into the outfield. That one really close, landing at 334 into center. But good for Bourne to avoid it and keep things in their control.
Now it's a pinch hitter, Nick Costello, at the plate in place of the right fielder Garrett Wright, who finished his day 0 for 3. Costello out of UC San Diego is hitting .083 this summer. The 5'10", 200-pound outfielder bats from the left side. Packy Bradley Cooney winds and fires. A 3/4 of a swing. They say it's a strike. The home plate umpire, Curtis Duggar, calls it himself. So the count 0-1 to Costello. Cooney gets his sign, comes into the wind with 3 on the pitch clock and deals. And that ball is hit high in the air towards right center field. Holcomb back to the track. He looks up and it's out of here. Nick Costello with a pinch hit game-tying home run here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and we're all even at 3. It's the first home run of the summer for Nick Costello, and it could not have come at a bigger time.
This is a big guy with a lot of power, had 10 home runs in his 2024 season. Only played 1 game at UCSD a year ago, but that's the power he can unleash. We talked about the home run that Packy Bradley Cooney gave up on Friday. That's the real flaw. He can strike a lot of guys out, but he can give up a lot of hard contact. There's one right there.
And so now we're all even at 3. And Dean Carpentier, the first baseman, makes his way to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Got the first RBI back in the second inning on a single into center field. He walked back in the 4th and stole second base. Bradley Cooney looking to rebound after the homer. His first pitch bounces off the plate. The sun continuing to go down beyond the trees behind the third base dugout, but still a good amount of light. Will be playing for at least probably another 30 or so minutes. The 1-0 runs in and almost hits Carpentier. He moves out of the way to avoid being hit. The last time these teams played here, it was a 4-4 tie. That's Bourne's only tie of the season, and one of only 2 for the YD Red Sox. Bradley Cooney into the wind. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a high fly ball down the left field line and just foul. The whole Red Sox dugout jumped out to see that ball fly. It was hit really hard by Carpentier and would have been gone if it stayed fair.
Certainly just a powered ball, 350 feet. That's way gone at Red Wills.
Instead, he stands back into the right-handed batter's box with the count now 2-1 and 2 outs. Bourne's defense playing straight up. Looking to send things into the 9th. Here's the 2-1. He misses up and inside. Gavin Kelly, the Bourne catcher, on his way out to the mound to talk with his veteran pitcher. YD Red Sox have evened this game at 3. They took the first lead, went up 1-0 back in the bottom of the second. Bourne then bounced back and went up 3-1 with help from a 3-run homer from Drew Wires in the top of the 4th. But a run in the bottom of the 5th, and now the solo homer in the bottom of the 8th has tied this game here at Red Wilson Field. As the sun goes behind a cloud, it gets a bit darker here at Red Wilson as the count's now 3-1. Bradley Cooney ready on the mound. Here's the wind of the pitch. That misses low. It's ball 4. So after 2 quick outs to get his outing going, it's a solo home run and a walk from Packy Bradley Cooney, and now it's the number 9 hitter, A.J. Nessler. He is 0 for 2 today. Was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Nessler went 1 for 2 yesterday. He's still early on in his Cape career and has struggled so far. Still looking for his first RBI, but no better time to have a big hit here than a tie game in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Carpentier has 2 stolen bags this summer coming into today and 1 already in this game, so he's up to 3. First pitch to Nessler, misses low and outside, and the count 1-0. The Braves in the top of the 9th inning will send 5, 6, 7 to the plate. Drew Wires set to lead things off. He hit the home run that's responsible for all of Bourne's runs. Pickoff attempt, and Packy Bradley Cooney is really lucky. That ball went off the umpire's foot, Jim Fonseca, and it could have been dangerous if it got past him. Would have been at least 1 extra bag for Dean Carpentier, but instead he stays at first base.
It's now the second time in 2 days that Bourne's been saved by an umpire blocking a ball that should have gone astray and allowed a runner to advance. They've got to take advantage of it.
Bradley Cooney looks over to first, over his left shoulder, and now comes set. He kicking the pitch. Swinging a rocket through the right side for a base hit. That's rolling down the line and into the corner. Carpentier to second. He gets the wave home. The throw goes into second. Bourne's not paying attention. Now the throw home, and they don't get the tag down. Dean Carpentier goes first to home on a double from A.J. Nessler. Just a mistake in the field from the Bourne Braves. The throw goes into second instead of home. Carpentier scores, and it's 4-3 Red Sox here in the bottom of the 8th.
Just excellent coaching to send the runner home. That's something you can't have happen. The throw has to come home. If it does, that's likely an out. Record still had a good attempt, but just too late, and great baseball by the Red Sox.
So the RBI double from A.J. Nessler, his first ribby of the summer. It's 4-3, and now it's the top of the order up. Jomar Carreras, he is 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. He can bring home a run here with another base hit. He's got 8 ribbies this summer. Bradley Cooney set on the mound. He looks back to the runner at second. Now comes to the plate. Swinging a foul back. It's 0-1. Last night, the Braves went up 7-0 and gave up the lead in the 8th. Today, they gave up the lead in the 7th. Today, they give up the lead in the 8th after going up 3-1. Bradley Cooney comes set, looks back to second, now kicks and fires. And misses low on an off speed. It's 1-1. The Braves defense shifted to the right. Torres at first, playing close to the line against the left-handed hitter at the plate. Bradley Cooney sets at the belt, looks back to second and deals. That ball's laced into right field. Sefcik moves in, dives, and he makes the catch. A big-time play in right field from Cal Sefcik to get out of the bottom of the 8th inning, but the damage already done. 2 runs crossed for the YD Red Sox on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We're into the 9th inning. The Red Sox lead it 4-3. When we return, it's 5-6-7 to the plate for the Bourne Braves. Looking to keep this game going or take the lead. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network on Cape League TV.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Drew Wires leads off for the Bourne Braves here in the top of the 9th inning. There's a change defensively at second base. It is Jack Bell. The first pitch to Wires misses low, and the count 1-0. Nick Costello is also in right field after he came in as a pinch hitter. The 1-0 to Wires. He swings and hits that ball high in the air to center field. Going back is down, and it's out of here. Drew Wires with his second homer of the game, and the Braves tie it up at 4 in the top of the 9th inning. Silence at Red Wilson Field after Drew Wires delivers the first 2 home run game of the season for the Braves.
If you had any doubt this guy could play at the highest level, those thoughts are hushed. An amazing game and the best game of the season for any Braves so far.
And it's all even at 4 here in the top of the 9th inning. Alex Overbay comes into the line. The first pitch to Cam Kojal is a called strike on the outside part of the plate.
You had a feeling if Wires could just get one more plate appearance, he could send another ball over. Just an exceptional at-bat and a heck of a player. He's the only reason Bourne's in this game.
The 0-1. In for a called strike. That homer from Wires, 412 feet, 101 miles an hour off the bat. His 2 homers today responsible for all 4 of Bourne's runs. Overbay comes into the wind. Here's the 0-2 to Kojal. Swinging a grounder back into the glove of the pitcher Overbay. He jogs to first and flips it underhand in time for the first out. Things can change so quickly in the game of baseball. Bourne led 3-2 going into the bottom of the 8th. Gave up a pair of runs to fall behind, but they've tied it up here at 4 in the top of the 9th with Drew Wires homer, and now it's Cal Sefcik who comes to the plate with 1 out. He's 0 for 3 today. Struck out swinging his last time up. Overbay comes into the wind. Here's the first pitch. It misses outside on a 93-mile-an-hour heater. Sefcik, the number 7 batter in the order. Jason Torres stands on deck. Gavin Kelly in the hole. The 7 through 9, 0 for 9 today. The pitch misses outside, and it's 2-0 to Sefcik. 6 through 9 is actually 0 for 12 in the Bourne order. Drew Wires in the number 5 spot, the last guy to have a successful at-bat. The 2-0 swung on and popped up in the air towards shallow center. The shortstop, Briseño, makes the catch for out number 2. And so here is Jason Torres, the first baseman in his Bourne debut, looking to get his first hit of the summer and change this game. After the leadoff homer from Drew Wires, we're all even at 4. But with 2, 3, 4 due up in the 9th for the Braves, they would love some more insurance. Need a run here to take the lead as the pitch is a called strike.
You'd love anything right now.
It's unlucky we have extra innings in this game, so you need a run here or else
you can't bake on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have a run here, you basically have no chance to win. Here's the 0-1. That misses outside. If you don't score here, you're basically just playing for a tie in the bottom of the 9th.
There's a small chance you get a top of the 10th appearance, but very unlikely. You should look at this like the last half inning for your offense.
Here's the wind and the 1-1 to Torres. Swing and a miss on a fastball down the middle. It's 1-2. Braves down to their final strike here in the top of the 9th. Game even at 4, looking to extend this and give the offense a chance to take the lead. The last time these teams met here was a 4-4 tie. Seems like we could be heading towards the same result. The 1-2. Fastball misses up and outside, and it's 2-2. Gavin Kelly, the number 9 hitter, on deck for the Braves, and then it's the top of the order up. Overbay into the wind. Here's the pitch. That misses low for ball 3. It's 7:44 Eastern time. Last night's game here at Red Wilson ended at 7:57. From the wind, here's the payoff pitch to Torres. He swings and pops it up. Foul territory on the first base side. And it is caught by the first baseman, Deke Carpentier, for out number 3. And so that does it for the top of the 9th inning, but not before the Bourne Braves tie things up with a Drew Wires leadoff solo home run. We're into the bottom of the 9th inning. 2-3-4 up for the Red Sox, looking to walk things off. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Bourne Braves Broadcast Network on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Reds, the right equipment when and where you need it.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
We're in the bottom of the ninth here at Red Wilson Field, all even at 4. The Whitey Red Sox looking to walk things off. Packy Bradley Cooney back out onto the mound for the Bourne Braves. 2-3-4 up for the Red Sox. Armando Briseño leads things off. The first pitch, a called strike on a slider inside part of the plate. It's 0-1. This will be the last half inning of the game no matter what. It'll either be a 4-4 tie or a Whitey Red Sox win. Bradley Cooney comes into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The Red Sox bullpen has made its way into the dugout on the third base side. They are already overflowing and ready to spill out if they can walk it off. Whitey has already walked off a game here at Red Wilson Field this season. Bourne hasn't been walked off yet this year. Bradley Cooney comes into the wind. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball right down the middle of the plate, and Packy Bradley Cooney is 2 outs away from giving the Braves a point.
Perfect way to start. This Bourne team has been so solid defensively for most of this game, and Bradley Cooney's just got to not let anything hang. When he's on it, there's nobody who's hitting his pitches.
Now it's the number 3 hitter, Chris Akopian. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI single back in the 5th. There's 2 outs, 2 flyouts, and also a ground out. Bradley Cooney into the wind. Here's the first pitch. Akopian watches it all the way. It's in for a strike on a fastball down the middle. What a game this has been. The Red Sox went up 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Bourne then bounced back with a 3-run top of the 4th, and then chaos from 5 through 9. The 0-1, Akopian fouls it off down the right field line. It's tailing and could stay in play. Sefcik running it down, and he can't bring it in. So it does drop foul, and the count's 0-2. Whitey scored 1 run in the bottom of the 5th, and then 2 in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead 4-3 before the Drew Wires solo shot in the top of the 9th to even the game at 4. Packy Bradley Cooney into his 2nd inning of work out on the mound. He's looking to end this game with a tie. The right-hander sways back and forth and looks in. Into the wind, here's the 0-2. It misses low on a breaking ball. Shadows have taken over the full field. The sun is almost completely set beyond the horizon. The umpires have decided that this game will not go to extras, so we'll be done after 9. The 1-2, just outside. A breaking ball that Kelly thought was going to be the 3rd strike, as did the Bourne dugout. But no, we continue on. It's 2-2 here with 1 out. The base is empty in the bottom of the 9th inning, all even at 4. Bradley Cooney is ready on the mound. The right-hander comes into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another breaking ball down the middle, and Akopian just got fooled, a sword, and that's out number 2. Up to 3 strikeouts for Packy Bradley Cooney, and now it's Will Baker up to the plate with 2 outs in a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bradley Cooney can end this game in a tie, give the Braves a point. Move them up to 28, just a game behind the Wareham Gatemen for first place in the West Division. A tie here for the Red Sox would tie them for first in the East. Will Baker, the left-handed hitter, stands in. The first pitch, swung on and hit foul. Ground ball down the first base line. It's 0-1. The Braves outfield playing back against Baker. The infield playing pretty much straight up. A little bit shifted to the right against the lefty. Here's the 0-1. Fastball up and outside. It's 1-1. Bradley Cooney looking down at the pitch com. And with 9 on the pitch clock, he looks in. From the wind, here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul back. It's 1-2. Bourne 1 strike away from ending this game in a tie and coming up with a big point on the road against one of the top teams in the league. Packy Bradley Cooney, the right-hander out of Alabama, comes set. From the wind, here's the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle, that rolls through. It's a 2-out single for Will Baker. And the Red Sox have things going here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
A really, really strong at-bat right there. You just have to fight one out.
This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Now it's the catcher, Connor Capizzi, to the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs. Bradley Cooney will come from the stretch. Baker at first already has a stolen base today. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kelly couldn't bring it in, but he does keep it in front of him and keep the runner at first. Capizzi has 4 RBIs this season. He's 1 for 4 with a double back in the second. He came home to score the first run of the game. Now looking to walk it off. But first, Scott Landers will make his way out to the mound for a visit here with the count 0-1 and 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th.
There's action going in the bullpen in Jack Brown. I wouldn't imagine he comes in right now. Just a little conversation between Packy and Landers to ease the nerves and approach this at-bat the best way possible.
Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, it's 4-4. The Bourne Braves just tied it up in the top of the 9th on a Drew Wires solo home run into center field. And the Red Sox looking to strike back and walk it off. They scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead. As Scott Landers is still talking with Packy Bradley Cooney out on the mound, the entire infield, and the home plate umpire Curtis Duggar out there as well. Landers now makes his way back into the Bourne dugout, and everyone back to their positions. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Connor Capizzi, the catcher and right-handed hitter, digs into the batter's box. Packy Bradley Cooney on the mound. He leans in and comes set at the belt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back over the netting, out of play. It's 0-2, and Bradley Cooney is a strike away once again. The Red Sox are ready to explode out of their dugout in celebration on the third base side. Bourne looking to get out of this one with a tie. Bradley Cooney comes set at the belt. And first, we'll have to wait as Curtis Duggar, the home plate umpire, says Bradley Cooney has to make eye contact before coming set. So now he climbs back onto the hill and stands on the rubber. The right-hander looks in. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Packy Bradley Cooney K's 3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the YD Red Sox strand a runner on first. The game is over. Your final here at Red Wilson Field, 4-4. The second tie of the summer. The second 4-4 tie of the summer between the Bourne Braves and the YD Red Sox.
A really gritty battle for the Bourne Braves that all goes back to Drew Wires. 2 home runs in this game. You can thank a lot of people, but you're thanking Drew Wires most to keep Bourne in this game. He was the only one who had an RBI for Bourne and was really the reason that they even tied this game, let alone were in it.
Drew Wires hit a 3-run home run in the top of the 4th inning. That gave Bourne the lead at the start and gave him a chance. Then it was a solo shot in the top of the 9th that tied the game. It's 4-4, your final score for the second time this season here at Red Wilson Field, a tie. The Bourne Braves will be back in action tomorrow against the Harwich Mariners at 6 p.m. at Dorn Park. That is the only game on the Cape tomorrow. All 8 other teams have the day off. That is a makeup of the July 9th rainout. So we'll talk to you tomorrow at 5:45 at Dorn Park as the Bourne Braves take on the Harwich Mariners in a rematch of last year's Cape League Championship game. We thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast here from Red Wilson Field. For our sideline reporter, Ariel Tamir-Pinsky, our producer, Gabriella Voccio, and my play-by-play broadcast partner, Devon Jarvis, I'm Adam Gotkin saying so long. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great night. Tonight's final 4-4 here from Red Wilson Field.